Top of it, top of it, top of it. One Stack Maniacs. It's your boy Coach One Stack Man tapping in. I hope everybody having a beautiful day. Hope everybody's well rested. I hope everybody is being at their best and building the esteem of self through thinking and doing everything every day possible to become the best version of themselves. You dig what I'm saying? But today, man, I got a little banger for y'all, man. This is 7 reasons why you might want to leave or pull the plug on your current relationship. Can you dig it? I mean, let's face it. We all have been in relationships before, man. We had our ups and downs, but sometimes, man, it comes a point where we start to make excuses for one another. We start to let things slide, but we see these red flags in the beginning and we don't tend to act on them. Then later on down the road, you find all these connections and, babies have been made. People are living together. You got bills in each other's name. And now y'all not feeling each other like you used to. You know what I'm saying? It ain't got that same new feeling to that relationship. And so it's a lot of reasons why you might, feel that way. But just to name a few, man, it's like this. Before God can bless you fully in your cup, it can't be half full with negative stuff. In order to get that full cup of blessings, it can't be halfway full. And we're going to jump into number 7, man. The most 7 important thing, man. Disrespect. Now, y'all would think that disrespect would be the number 1 thing. The number 1 reason why you might want to pull the plug on your relationship, but it's really not. Because all the time, disrespect is not intentional. See, it's always going to be misunderstandings in the world. That's why you have communication. I have taught y'all, communication rules the nation. Can you dig it? Communication rules the nation. So when you talk about things so many times and you've expressed your views on certain topics, well, when you have to express yourself more than 4, 5, 6 times, it's either a few things going on. Either a person can't hear, they're mentally ill, or they really don't care about what you have to say. Because you should really only in your relationship or just outside of relationships have to tell somebody something that concerns you one time and one time only. Case in point, if you had your kids, for example, and you said, hey, little Johnny, go get your shoes on. We about to go to the mall and we about to get some Jordans. You only got to tell them once. But now when it comes to things that are uncomfortable, things that don't feel good in your relationship, you might find yourself having to tell your partner things 3 and 4 and 5, 6 times. That means that to me, they're not giving you the attention that you deserve because you're telling a person what it is that you need in order to be happy, in order to move forward. And they're just it's not resonating with them for some type of way. But I don't always think it's intentional. So that's why I got disrespected number 7. Now, number 6, somebody that has gotten comfortable and complacent in their relationship. How does that happen, One Stack? I'm going to tell you how that happens. Man, we all enter in these relationships with our best foot forward. And I don't think people just come comfortable and complacent, just intentional. See, a lot of things with dealing with me, you'll notice, I don't feel that they're intentional. Some things just happen, right? But it could be as simple as this. You may come home and expect your woman to wash your dirty underwear each and every week, each and every Saturday. Well, shit, sometimes on Saturday, you might need to do it. You understand what I'm saying? You might need to switch roles. You might need to switch roles and do what the other person is doing. Why is that so important? So this other person in your relationship can get the same feeling that you have. For you ladies out there, I've told you guys, man, hey man, sometimes have your man's favorite drink, a beer or something, or the movie the TV turn to his favorite channel so he can watch the game, so he can be comfortable when you get home. But gentlemen, you got to do the same thing for your woman. Cook for your woman, run her a bath, have her a nice little shower, talk to her. You got to switch roles. It can't be one person just doing everything. You got to switch roles. Both people are supposed to experience the same thing in relationships. I operate my life in every aspect of the first thing I learned in school. And what was that, guys? The golden rule. Treat others as you want to be treated. And so if you're giving something in a relationship, I can guarantee you that is something that you deserve. Can you dig it? Now, number 5, right here. You just grown apart. Guys, it happens. People grow apart, man. Especially for you young guys. A lot of my viewers out there are kind of young. I'm 47 years old. Sometimes people just tend to grow apart. People just tend to grow apart, man, because it comes a point in everybody's life, not even in relationships, where even amongst your friends, where your thinking might outgrow the other people's thinking around you. And there's nothing wrong with that. That just means that you guys don't think alike. So now what it's time for you to do, because I've told you guys how to become the best version of yourself. If you have become the smartest person in that room, it's time to go find another room, right? And if you're not thinking the same, that's still okay. But your partner has to be willing to follow your lead, right? And come think like you and trust you to go on that journey, to go into those dark rooms, to go down these paths with you, even if they don't understand, because people think differently. And sometimes that's a reason really to pull a plug on your relationship, because you've just grown apart and you're going to find yourself making excuses for your partner and getting very, very bored with your relationship, which is going to lead to toxic stuff. And we don't want the toxic behavior in a relationship, man. We want everything to be all gravy, baby. You know, happy wife, happy life. Happy man, happy home, mother land. Can you dig it? Now, the next one is things have become a one-sided relationship. What you mean, Coach One Stack? You are doing things that you're not receiving. That's simple. You are headed down a path that the other person is not headed down. You are giving things, you're giving so much of yourself in many ways. It could be financial, it could be your spiritual side, it could be your mental side, it could be conversation, but you're not being fulfilled in the same way. Things are one-sided. See, when I talk about relationships, man, I ain't talking about finances or anything materialistic shit. Man, you guys have to be, your mind, body, and soul has to be nurtured. Because if people aren't nurtured, if your soul is not being nurtured in the place where you lay with the people that you lay with, best believe sooner or later, there's somebody out there that's going to nurture your soul and not make everything a one-sided relationship. They're going to fill in the gaps. See, most people out here cheat, guys, because it's somebody that's filling in the gaps for something that you might not be getting in your relationship, be it man or woman. Can you dig it? Hey, man, and the next one, and you guys would think that this would be number one, and it's not. The next one is trust. Trust is big, guys. Trust is big. Trust is big. You guys see, man, I really aim on always telling the truth and being honest, because that is truly becoming the best version of yourself. Laying it all on the table and laying it all on the table and letting a person pick and choose and see if they want to deal with something. There is nothing more powerful than the truth. See, y'all guys hit me up and say, ooh, Coach One Stack, man, teach me some game. Man, you got a lot of game. No, I don't have no game. I just have the truth. I get on this camera, man, to give y'all the truth. I'm not going to get on this camera acting silly for none of y'all. I don't do that. I'm going to give you the truth, the ism, the ultimate truth. Now, when there's no trust, man, when there's no trust, there is no us. When there is no trust, there is no us. And a lot of you gentlemen mess up that trust by doing dumb stuff. You know, you get out here, man, you be cheating, you be doing stuff behind your woman's back, and then you guys lie about the most pettiest things in the world. See, in some of these things, man, if you had just sit down and had a talk with your woman, right? You know, she wouldn't mind you talking to people and having conversation with other people. You know the lines that you shouldn't cross. Guys, I've taught you how to be a grown ass man at this time. And if you ain't a grown man at this point, you should not be dating. If you are not a grown man, you should not be doing anything in life. You should pause this video, right? Like it, share it, subscribe to the channel. You should not be doing anything until you have become a grown man. Because until you become a grown man and learn how to tell the truth and stand on your own, you can never be anything for a woman or anybody else. You can never be a father. You can't even be a good son as far as I'm concerned, until you become a grown ass man, because now you're standing on your own, right? But it's that trust. You got to have that trust. And when you break that trust, it is no us. And you do it all the time by the simple and the most stupid things in the world that you don't have to. Now we dipping down to number 2. Can you dig it? Your partner does not see the value in you. Guys, I don't mean the money. Ladies, I don't mean the money. I mean the value in you. See, when you got together, it was some value. You should not be in a relationship unless you're feeling like you could build each other up in some type of way. You're put here to build each other, not tear apart. And if your partner doesn't see the value in you and the value that you bring to that relationship and the value of how you have made them bloom into the person that they are, hey man, it might be time to pull the plug on that relationship. It's nothing personal, guys. It's just loving you more than you love the situation. See, I teach a lot of self-love here. You have to love you first. You have to understand your value. You have to see the value in what you do, in you, and everything you do, even when other people don't. That's called showing up for yourself. But guys, you shouldn't be in a relationship, after time, trying to prove your value and your worth to anybody. A person should already see it. If you see me walking down the street, you see, oh man, Coach One Stack is that dude. He's worth something, man. It's about how you carry yourself. Dig? And if a person's not seeing the value in you, it's not your job to convince them or anybody else. I ain't even just talking relationships. I'm talking about life when it comes to your value. You're not here to prove that to nobody. And number one, this is the most important thing of all. This is the most important thing of all. It might be time to pull the plug in your relationship. You have had a lot of wasted time and felt like you've been spinning your wheels and not moving forward in your relationship. Why is that important, guys? One Stack Maniacs, that's important because now you find yourself stagnant. And time, remember, is something you can't get back. That's why time is the most important thing. That's why it's number one. You can't get your time back. See, if you even give up your self-respect, right, by not heeding the signs and the red flag, you can gain that back, right? If you break someone's trust, you can get that back. If you don't see the value in something, you can learn to get that value back. You dig what I'm saying? If you've gotten comfortable in your relationship, you can learn how to get back on your toes and be uncomfortable, right? So then you're never stagnant. You dig what I'm saying? Come on, guys, work with me. But the one thing you're not going to be able to get back is your time. And you are only getting older in life. You're not getting younger. Each day you go by, you're getting older and older and older. And you don't want to find yourself sitting here saying, man, you know what? I'm in this relationship because I got kids. That's no reason to do it, God, because you're wasting time. Well, I'm in this relationship because we got some type of financial, some financial, liabilities together. That's no reason, because you can't get your time back. All them finances, all the time with your kids, all the materialistic things you can get all that back, but you can't get no time that has been wasted. Can you dig it? Now, I'm not telling you to end your relationship. I'm not telling you to stay in your relationship, but I am telling you these are 7 reasons why you may want to reevaluate your situation and pull the plug on your relationship. Or if not, But guys, hey man, make sure you join my memberships. Hey man, I got some good memberships. We got those one-on-one consultations, man. And for those of y'all who haven't, man, I really love you for it. Can you dig it? I will be going live on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Preferably 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon for my East Coast people. Can you dig it? But hey, man, I wanted to drop y'all this news you can use because I want you to be the best version of yourself. Because until you're the best version of yourself for you, you can never be the best version of yourself for anybody else. Y'all have a beautiful day. Salute. One Stack gone.